Well, we have reviewed Secretary Clinton's official personnel file and administrative files and do not have any record of her signing the OF 109. In addition, after looking into their official personnel files, we did not locate any record of either of her immediate predecessors signing this form. It's not clear that this form is used as part of a standard part of checkout across the federal government or even at the State Department. So we're certainly looking into that.
Yeah, they have no idea what the heck's going on, in other words, which is just incomprehensible and really stretches believability. All right, joining us now, Ted Rall, liberal columnist, syndicated political cartoonist. Hello, Ted.
Hey, Steve. How's it going?
Good to talk to you again. All right, so first of all, you can see Ted at Rall.com. And let me put up a cartoon that you recently did, and it's about Hillary. First of all, you go back to George Orwell's 1984, where at least there you could turn off the spying if you want to. But here you put up Hillary, and when push comes to shove, you say Hillary voted for NSA spying on us, not her. No one wants their private emails made public, and I think most people understand that. That's what she said at a press conference, and you put not even a hint of irony. She has that privilege. What do you make of this, this liberal icon who is supposedly been anointed that it's her turn to be president of the United States?
I think she's a disaster for the Democratic Party. I don't honestly understand what anyone's thinking with this. The only thing I can think of that favors her is tokenism. So let's have a woman president. But otherwise, should the first woman president really be someone who got there because she was first lady in large part and doesn't have significant qualifications? I mean, she has an incredibly impressive resume, but where are the accomplishments? As Secretary of State, she traveled a lot. Where's the big peace deal between Palestine and Israel? Where's a détente with North Korea? Where are her, as first lady, what did she accomplish? I mean, she didn't even redecorate the White House like Jackie O. We're just talking about someone who has been entitled by virtue of her name and her connections, and now it's her turn to be Democratic nominee for president. It's insane. And, I think the most insane part is really about her judgment. I mean, we have seen time and time again that she's had these tremendous lapses in judgment, even though Lord knows, she's been in the political arena on a national level, on a big stage for a long time, and she keeps making these judgment errors. The email thing is like that. If I were her coming in as Secretary of State in 2009, I would have told my staff, listen, I've got these Republicans gunning for me. They all hate me. We're going to do everything by the book here. We're not going to give them anything. We've been around long enough to not make those kind of mistakes. So we'll bend over backwards to make sure that all ethical and legal obligations are taken care of, and then some. And then you have this. I mean, it's just incomprehensible.
All right. Well, then, who do you favor? Like an Elizabeth Warren?
Well, she's not running. I mean, look. Let's face it. If Hillary drops out of the race, the Democratic Party has no one. It's too late to scramble together and put together the $1 billion you need to run for president next year. Elizabeth Warren's not running. It would probably end up being someone like Joe Biden, and it's hard to imagine that there's anyone who would be able to take on the Republican nominee unless the Republican was a really weak candidate.
Ted, do you believe Hillary is conducted criminal activity, guilty of criminal activity?
Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, she clearly violated a government regulation.
Right.
The Federal Records Act was amended in 2014, and that's what Democrats and her defenders are pointing at. But Obama, on his very first day in office, put into force a de facto amendment to that act that requires all federal employees to maintain all of their electronic records. So she clearly violated a rule. I don't know if you can be prosecuted for that. But I was a history major, and this is a woman who effectively has erased the foreign policy history of the United States government for 4 years.
Absolutely. Ted, great talking to you. Sorry so short. We'll speak again.
Okay. Thanks, Steve.
Give me fives next.